Disrupt their Flute. 2 mana. Flash. EDBs. Choose a card name. Spells with chosen mana cost 3. Cost 3 more to cast, rather. Chosen name costs 3 more to cast. Activate abilities of sources with the chosen name can't be activated unless they're mana abilities. Navigating Lion's Eye Diamond. Idol of False Gods. 2 mana. You can spend 2 mana to create an 0/1 colorless Eldrazi. Boyo. Whenever another Eldrazi control dies, put a +1 on it. And as long as it has 8 or more, it's an 0/0 creature in addition to its other types and has Annihilator 2. That's a cool card. Interessante. Probably very playable. Okay, Solar Transformer, 2 mana, 2/2 ETBs tapped, add 3 energy. You can tap to add. Ooh, yes, bitch. Oh yeah, Solar Transformers, nice. Vexing Bauble, 1 mana. Whenever a player casts a spell, if no mana was spent, counter it. Draw a card to sacrifice. Or with sacrificing it in 1 mana. Cool. I really like this flavor text on Vexing Bauble, by the way. Maybe this is my hyper-focus card, actually. No one knew who invented it. No one knew its purpose. All anyone knew was they didn't like being anywhere near it. I'm not going to say that I invented Scam, but if you go to Channel Fireball and you look up any of the Rakdos articles from LSV, you'll see that they pull a Professor French's deck list. And I know that I specifically made a deck to dunk on Dingo for a shit show Saturday. So, I don't know. No one knows who invented it. Who invented Scam? It's a really good little piece there. It's so scammy. The invention is Scam. That's what this is, because it counters Scam. I didn't say that. I didn't articulate that. But whenever a player casts a spell, if no mana was spent, this is the Scam part, right? Yeah. That's a Vorthos moment. Got a lurk, get oil change, need adjust numbers, buff brew. Alright. Deck list open. Necro Bloom. Alright, I'll look at this. Not right now. I'm taking too much. And Cascade Smile. True. Winter Moon. 2 mana. Players can't untap more than 1 non-basic land during their untap step. The Sun and Moon have decided to make a completion of our misery. I love this card. I think it's great. I am planning on doing some really stupid things with Moon decks. It's going to be Oops All Moon, and then you're dead. Bada bing, bada boom. Finally, we've gone through... Wait, there's more creatures too. Oh my gosh, the flip cards. We've gone through all the regular cards in the set, and now we're scot-free, right? The finishing up this set should be pretty easy, right? We don't have another 100 cards to go through. Do we? Shit. I'm not going to go through all the lands, obviously. But I will go through like the archways, whatever we want to call these check lands. They seem really good, generally speaking. I'm not sure how good all of them are, but I do know Arena of Glory is cracked. Exert Arena of Glory, you can add 2 red if that mana is spent on a creature spell against haste until end of turn. I know so many decks that want this. Archway of Innovation, you can tap 1 blue, and next spell has Improvise. We got fetches. We've got a cycle of common Triumph fetch lands. They get basics. They can also be cycled, which is funny. We have Monumental Henge, which is the check land for white. You can spend 4 mana, tap it, look at the top 5 cards of your library, maybe reveal a historic card from among them, put in your hand. The rest in the bottom in a random order. I like that a lot. Artifacts, legendaries, and sagas are historic, as we all know. So, seems good. Shifting Woodland, really like this card. Taps for green, a check land. You can, if you have Delirium, you can spend 4 mana. And Shifting Woodland becomes a copy of target permanent card in your graveyard until end of turn. Activate only if there are 4 or more card types So Delirium. This card's insane. So this is one of the 4 mana. So you only need 3 other lands, and then bada bing, bada boom, you've been shifting woodlands. It seems great. Love it a lot. The black check land is target creature you control connives X, where X is the number of creatures that died this turn. Sure. We have Eugene's Labyrinth. This is, I mentioned it a few times earlier. You can imprint it when it ETBs. You may exile a colorless card with mana of 7 or greater from your hand. You can tap it to add mana, a colorless mana. If a card is exiled with it, you add 2 instead, and then you can tap it to return it to its owner's hand. So there's a lot of really fun pieces of give and take with this, I think. Ideally, you want to have 14 7-drops in your deck to get this 40% in your opener. Outside of that, it gets easier to fix this number if you have serum powders and other things that help manipulate your hands. Urza's Cave, I really like this. You can sacrifice this, search for a land card, put it on the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. Card's insane. Now let's start going over what really matters here. I think the bulk of the gameplay for us is going to be in these flip cards, because I think the versatility of some of them is just way too much to be argued against. We're going to start at the top with our sexy caddy. What do you call it? What do you call a cat daddy? A caddy? Let's get a little caddy, shall we? So 2 mana, 1/2. When it ETBs, you create a 2/1 white cat warrior creature token. And whenever one or more other cats you control die, you may exile Ajani and then return to the battlefield under its control. And then the backside, you can +2 to put a counter, a +1/+1 counter on each cat you control. Then you can 0 him to create a 2/1 white cat warrior creature token. And when you do, if you control a red permanent other than Ajani, he deals damage equal to the number of creatures you control to any target. So that's face as well. And then -4, each opponent chooses an artifact, a creature, an enchantment, and a planeswalker from among the non-lands, and then sacrifices the rest. Yeah, and he's got 3 loyalty. Very easy to activate. Very sick card design. Razor Grass Ambush, 2 mana to deal 3 damage to target attacking or blocking creature at instant speed. Very nice. And then the other side is you can pay 3 to have it enter the battlefield untapped. Yep, sure. I can think of a lot of decks that would enjoy an effect like that. Witch Enchanter, 4 mana for a 2/2 that says when it ETBs, destroy target artifact or enchantment an opponent controls. And then the other side is also you can lightning bolt yourself to have it enter untapped. Now, this is really cool because there are a few cards that allow you to exile permanents in this game. And when the permanents come back from exile, it comes back as the front side. So you can play it as a land, flicker wisp it, destroy your opponent's thing. Seems good. Hydroelectric Specimen, 3 mana, 1/4 flash. When it ETBs, you may change the target of target instant or sorcery spell with a single target to Hydroelectric Specimen. So you have a flag bearer. And then you can spend 3 life. Sink into Stupor, 3 mana, return target spell or non-land permanent an opponent controls to its owner's hand. Love this. Backside, same thing. Tamio Inquisitive Student. 1 blue for an 0/3 flyer. When Tamio attacks, investigate. When you draw your 3rd card in a turn, exile Tamio, then return it to the battlefield, transformed and under your control. All right, so Brainstorm. Tamio Seasoned Scholar, 2 loyalty, +2. Until your next turn, whenever a creature attacks your planeswalker you control, it gets -1, -0 until end of turn. So Protect. -3, return target instant or sorcery from your graveyard to your hand. If it's a green card, add 1 mana of any color. It ramp, it regrowth. 7 for the minus of variety. Draw cards equal to half the number of cards in your library, rounded up. You can emblem with, you have no maximum hand size. This card's going to be insane in Legacy. I can definitely think of a few decks who would quite enjoy flipping a turn 1 Tamio and then just winning the game in 2 turns. I guess 3. 2, 4, 6. 4? Yeah, too slow. Turn 4, if you don't win the game by turn 3, you're dead. If you don't win by turn 1, you're dead, you know? Why play Tamiya when you could play Doomsday? Anyway. Bogart Trawler, ETB's exile target player's graveyard. Nice. Look what I found. It's only been dead for a week. Haha. Father Profane, 4 mana, uncommon, destroy target creature or planeswalker. I can think of no fate more fitting for one so foul as you. True. Cool card. And now we know why we have Hero Downfall plus. Murder plus. Sorin of House Markov, 2 mana, 1/4 lifelink with Extort. At the beginning of your post-combat main phase, if you gained 3 or more life this turn, exile him. Alright. So you connect once, you cast 2 spells. Bada bing, bada boom. Flippy. Well, maybe some other way you can give the life. Who knows? Maybe there's another Sorin that gives counters. I'm not sure. Alright, backside has Extort as well. You can +2 to create a food token. You can -1 to deal damage equal to the amount of life you gained this turn to any target. And then -6, gain control of target creature. It becomes a vampire, put a lifelink counter on it if you control a white permanent other than Sorin. Cool. How does this is this like the flip fuse? They all have specific conditions. For Tamiyo, you need to draw 3 cards in your turn. For Sorin, you have to gain 3 life before your second post-combat main phase. For Ral, you have to cast 3 instants of sorcery spells. And then... Wait, no, you have to win a flip, rather. So you can do Ral's off 1. The land ones are modal. You get to choose the side. What do you want to play them as? And then you can always use effects like Flicker Wisp to... If it's a creature, turn your land into a creature, which seems pretty good. Next up, Pinnacle Monk, 5 mana, 2/2 with prowess, and when ETBs, return target instant or sorcery from your graveyard to your hand. So, very cool. Backside is take 3, untap land, playable. Ral Monsoon Mage, instant and sorcery spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell during your turn, flip a coin. If you lose the flip, it deals 1 damage to you. If you win the flip, you may exile him. If you do, return him to the battlefield. And the backside is Ral enters with an additional loyalty counter for each instant and sorcery spell you cast this turn. +1 until your next turn. Instant sorcery spells you cast cost 1 less. You can -2 to deal 2 damage divided as you choose among 1 or 2 targets. And you can draw a card if you control a blue permanent other than Ral. Then -8, exile the top 8. You may cast instant or sorceries from among them without paying their mana. Seems really good in some sort of Stormy deck, huh? Seems pretty easy to set up as well. I would love to try this in a few of Spike's lists. Seems really good with the prowess shells and whatever. Yes, I also like that, right? You may No, these aren't mays. No, I don't think I've seen a May on any of these. Oh, no, wait, no, that one has a May. So the others don't, though. The others happen, right? So his is the only one with the May. But you get to choose when all these happen is the thing. It's when are you drawing 3 cards in a turn? When is your creature dying? You get to choose when all this happens. And it gives you agency. So in a way, this gives you the agency as well. Otherwise, it's oh, he auto flips. Yeah, you're right. Sorry, I had to understand. Yeah, it's just really cool. I like these guys is well designed. All right, love the card. Sundering Eruption, 3 mana, destroy target land. Its controller may search the library for a basic land. Put on the battlefield, tap. Creatures without flying can't be blocked, or can't block rather. Bridgeworks Battle. 3 mana. Target creature you control gets +2/+2 until end of turn. It fights up to 1 target creature you don't control. Cool. Disciple of Freyalise. I really like this card, by the way. I'm very high on this uncommon. This is one of my favorite cards in the set. I really adore her. Disciple of Freyalise, ETBs, you may sack another creature. If you do, you gain X life and draw X cards, where X is that creature's power. Mwah. Magnifique. J'adore, j'adore, j'adore. Very cool card. And then obviously backside, you know. Lightning bolt yourself. Grist, Voracious Larva. This is a 1-mana 1/2 with Death Touch. Whenever it or another creature enters the battlefield under your control, if it entered from your graveyard or you cast it from your graveyard, you may pay a green. If you do, exile Grist. The agency in these flip walkers is so good. Grist the Plague Swarm. Create a +1/+1 black and green insect creature token. Then mill 2 cards. Put a Death Touch counter on the token if a black card was milled this way. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. For each creature in your graveyard, create a token that's a copy of it, except it's a 1/1. Wow. 7 mana, Blood-Soaked Insight. Spell costs 1 less to cast for each 1 life your opponents have lost this turn. Target opponent exiles the top 3 cards of their library. Until the end of your next turn, you may play those cards. If you cast a spell this way, mana of any type can be spent to cast it. Cool. Very cool card. Love it. Quite adore this, actually. It's so good in Scam. Wow. I don't care that it comes into play tapped on the backside. I'm all about that front side, baby. Alright, Drawn Our Truth, 7 mana, devoid. When you cast this, if colorless is spent, create 2 colorless Eldrazi Boys. Alright, cool. And then it's tap land for Simic. And with Glasswing Grace, 5 mana, enchantment. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2 is flying and lifelink. Sarah may be long gone, but Benalia is faithful. Still draw strength from her blessings. So true. Legion Leadership. Until end of turn, double target creature's power and it gains first strike. I thought it was double strike. First strike, less good. I like it though. Revitalizing Repast. 1 mana, put a +1/+1 on target creature. It gains indestructible until end of turn. Today we feast, tomorrow we fight, then we feast again. Herald, King of Skinfar. True. Insight is like a waterfall. True. I'm just reading the flavor text at this point. Okay, so let's look at Rush of Inspiration. This is another card I think is pretty good, just because the energy decks will like this as a little bit of a payoff, because a draw 2 at instant speed with it could either be a land is insane. If you're in the energy deck, of course. Insight's like a waterfall, near limitless power, but only if properly harnessed. True. Another 6 inches away. Now the thing is, I'm going to keep moving my mic how it is, because I don't have a stand for it. This is not going to be my permanent setup. So mic's going to go in and out how I please, how I gesticulate. It's like I'm sucking a dong. And unfortunately, MP, I'll read this for you, okay? You got great teeth, but you spent all your money on Shy Lily, but you got good insights on MTG and people watch your content. Hashtag sandwich. Thank you for the 100. Y'all couldn't hear that. I could. I don't know why it's not outputting to the stream. I have one monitor. MP, save me. Things are very bleak right now. I have USB mic from Rock Band. Plastic broke when I picked up. Not cool. Thank you for the 100. We're almost all done with going through these cards too. Maybe it doesn't look like we are. We got more. Scheisse. All right. Strength of the Harvest. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 for each enchantment or creature you control. That's insane. Hell yeah. Stomp. 2 mana. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature or planeswalker you don't control. Sure. Suppression Ray. Tap 5 mana. Tap all creatures target player controls. You may pay X energy, then choose up to X creatures, put a stun counter on them. This card's great. I want to play that in my EDH deck. I bought her a DSLR camera that was more important. True. Right now I got a 720p. I'm on a 720p Logitech, looking like dog. Slacking, relaxing. Jaisain, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate everybody that's shown up today, by the way. I haven't streamed in 3 months. I'm going to be going back to a schedule about Monday, Wednesday, Friday of streaming throughout the week. And then on Saturdays or whenever Dingo wants to do battle, I'll be challenging him to create the best deck for the other individual to play in a challenge. And whoever places higher wins some subbies. So it's like super double negative if you do poorly, because not only do you feel bad about your deck design, but you also lost, it's like triple, because you lost money from the challenge, and now you have to pay somebody else money. It's just so degenerate. It's the only logical evolution. Anyway, Waterlog Teachings, 4 mana, search library for an instant card with flash, reveal it, or card with flash, reveal it, put in your hand, shuffle. Angel of the Runes, 7 mana, 5/7, EDBs, exile up to 2, planeswalking. Oh, cool. Decree of Justice, as an uncommon. Oh, these are all uncommons until we get to the Orm's Distinguished Conjurer. Whenever another creature DB is under control, you gain 1 life. Oh, these are the reprints. Let's go. Okay. Yeah. I was like, Decree, I've seen this. Alright, love to see Decree reprinted. Distinguished Conjurer. Honestly, I've never seen this card before, I don't think. But I like it. Orm's Chant. Sorry for the burp, guys. My body's telling me I'm hungry and I need to drink more water. Orm's Chant. Target player can't cast spells. Welcome to it. Welcome to the club. We got Recruiter Guard reprint. Hell yeah, brother. Savine's Reclamation. Hell yeah, brother. Deep Anal. Hell yeah, brother. Estra's Invocation. Hell yeah, brother. Fuck you. Mason Clark Ruin. Modern. Fuck you. Hell yeah, brother. 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 Fuck you. Fuck you. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, brother. Fuck you. Hell yeah, brother. 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 Through all of them. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, brother. Fuck you. Hell yeah. Yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. These are new though, right? No, Deserted Temple, is this new? Is this a reprint? Yeah, it's old. Hell yeah, brother. Alright, yeah, Frank, I'm back. Finally. I got hair a little bit. Decided to get a fresh cut. My good friend, Young Dingo, took me to the literal best barber I've ever been to. His hands were so delicate and soft, and I wish that man could rub my head until the end of the days. But it is what it is. All right, so yeah, that's all the cards. Hell yeah, brother. We made it through it. All right. Hell yeah. It's not even 5:30 yet, and we got through all the cards. Which head? I mean... what? I don't know. Honestly, if I closed my eyes, I could not tell.